Um, First of all, good morning. I'm very excited to be recognized for this award. I'll start off with a very short story. As the president stated, I was in the United States Navy for nearly a decade, and um, the day I found out I got the award from the Southern Medical Association, I cried a lot. And the reason why I cried a lot is because I had a Master Chief by the name of Master Chief Boston, Carolina. His mom thought the locations were a pretty cool way of naming their child. So Master Chief Carolina was like a 6'7" black guy from North Carolina, and he was very country. And when I joined the military, I joined because I had no idea what to do next. My mom really couldn't afford. She didn't even know how to apply for FAFSA, so she couldn't even point me in the right direction to applying to college. And somebody just came along and said, "Hey, join the military. It's an option, and they'll pay you, and you'll have a good life." And so my first duty station was in Washington, D.C. at the Ceremonial Guard. So those are the guys who you generally see standing next to the president for hours on end. And I was a knucklehead when I got there because I had no clue, how to behave in a different environment other than Lake Charles, Louisiana, a very small city in Southwest Louisiana. I promise, just hold on, I'm going somewhere. And so Master Chief Carolina pulled me into his office one day, and he was like, "What do you want to do with your life?" And I was like, "I don't really know, but I just know I don't want to go back where I came from, because I don't think there's very much left for me there." He said, "Well, I'll tell you what, here's what you do. You figure out a way how to impress your peers, and you figure out a way how to impress yourself. And that's how you'll go forward in life." Now, going back to the SMA award, I found out that Natalie Weiss and another one of my classmates were on the Physicians in Training Board. And they helped to elect me as one of the people to be recognized for this award. And the reason why I cried is because Master Chief Carolina died about 2 years ago. And those words that he said, they ring true every day. I really strive to impress my colleagues and to gain their trust and to be a leader in front of them. And when I found out that Natalie was a part of that, I really was enamored because she's one of my colleagues. She's a classmate of mine, as a matter of fact, and somebody who I've looked up to since my first year in medical school. She and I are going to graduate together in May. This is very special to me. Not only from a monetary perspective, I'm a parent, I have 2 children. Applying to residency is pretty expensive, as many of us know. And so this money will definitely help in that regard. But also, to be recognized amongst medical colleagues is a very difficult thing to do because the bar is set very high. And so in this regard, this is truly an honor, more than just from a monetary perspective. This is one of the first times that I truly feel like I'm supposed to be a physician, because I'm being recognized by my peers. And that means so much to me because the little black boy in me is screaming that you found your place. And I know Master Chief Carolina is proud of me. If you understand where I came from, it's a very small town, and it's a drop in the bucket of another one of me coming around for the next 20, 50 years. It's going to be a long time for another one that comes from Lake Charles, Louisiana, and I know that because we just don't have the resources. So for me to be in a position to graduate, become a triple board, a child psychiatrist, and worry about the mental health of children from marginalized communities, it's going to mean so much, because hopefully that statement I just said about when the next physician is going to come from Lake Charles, Louisiana is not going to be true, and we'll get one sooner. So thank you all so much for your financial support, but even more so for recognizing the hard work that I've put forward. I definitely appreciate you all, and I really admire you all's leadership.